And welcome back to High School Sports Zone here on Rogers TV. I'm sitting down with Jean Pierre-Charles from the senior boys basketball team from Ashbury. He's a forward with them, and they're having a great season so far. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great, man. So talk about your season so far. Have had a good year, but go into depth a bit about it.
We're 7-1.
Yeah.
We were in a big winning streak. We were a 6-game winning streak, and then we had a 7-game winning streak. And we had a tough loss against Leicester B, and we only lost by 1. But yeah, it was a good game.
You talked about that 7-game winning streak. How important is it to get off to a great start at the beginning of the season?
It builds confidence, shows us that we can we can beat a lot of teams if we put our mind to it. We also had a lot of tournaments at the beginning of the season, so that helped us improve. So yeah.
Well, talk about those tournaments. How did they go for you?
We had a few tournaments. Our first few tournaments, it didn't go as well as we wanted, but we won a few games. But we wanted to go further, and then as the season went on, we went to more tournaments, and we improved and improved, and sometimes finished fourth, sometimes finished third in some tournaments.
So in those tournaments, did you play any of the teams from the AAA, Quadruple A division?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
St. Pat's, Sacred Heart. We competed against most of them. St. Pat's, Sacred Heart. Sorry, we only lost by like 1 point. It was a good game, tough game, but yeah. So I have fun battling those big schools because it shows that a single A school could also compete with those schools. So.
Yeah, so you think if you were to be able to combine those two divisions, do you think, not only Ashbury, but some of the other schools in the division,
I think
would you hold up?
I think we would be competitive. Ashbury will be like in the top 4.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other schools. I mean, Leicester B also probably. But.
Ian McKinnon's your coach. Talk about how important he's been in your development.
He's been a big asset in my basketball life. I'm also out of school, so he helped me attain my bursary to attend Ashbury College. He's a great basketball coach, helped me improve, and I'm really thankful to him.
When you look at Ashbury, it's a beautiful campus. You've got fantastic facilities. Do you think that's intimidating for some schools to come in there and see the place you play at?
I think actually when they come here, they wanna show these they wanna show us that you guys got everything, but we're gonna beat you at basketball. So we're trying not to we're trying to shut their mouth and trying to beat them, blow them out, and it's a competitive game. So it makes the game more competitive.
Yeah. You started basketball at 13, which for someone your height kind of seems a bit late. Yeah. You started with the Celtics. Talk about your early days in basketball.
Well, I started with the Celtics, and I wasn't really that good at basketball. I was just playing with my friends before, so I wasn't a starter kind of thing. Oh, sometimes I started, sometimes I didn't. And then as my years went on, I improved, and now I play for the Guardsmen, and I'm kind of the guy for my school team. So it shows me that improvement's really important. So
you mentioned the Guardsmen. You're I think the third or fourth guest we've had on this year who's played on that team.
Yeah.
Why do you think you guys are so successful? How do you have some of the best players in the city?
Because the Guardsmen is a club that really focus on hard work and defense. It's not really. It's more about. It's really a team-oriented club. So I think we bring that to our high school teams also, so I think that's why it's successful.
Is that the kind of player you characterize yourself as, a defense first, kind of a team guy?
I try to, but sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Not only are you a great basketball player, but you also play football. You played on the Ashbury team this year. You went 4-2. You go to the semifinals against St. Martin.
Yeah.
How did that game go?
Both times we played them, we lost by 1, and it was really frustrating, but I think I got something good out of the season, and I think my teammates did too. It was a fun season. So.
You also played before with the Canterbury Mustangs. How did that go?
I played maybe actually 4 years with Canterbury Mustangs. My first years I played running back. Then I got taller and leaner, so I moved to wide receiver and cornerback. So that was fun also. And yeah.
How would you classify yourself as a wide receiver? What are some of the strengths to your game?
I'm 6'6", so when I match up with a corner who's 5'2", I think I got speed.
A bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I got a bit of an advantage. So I'm also for a big. I'm also a bit agile, so that helps a lot. So yeah.
So you played football and you played basketball. Talk about some of the other sports you played.
I played track. I did some track, and that was really fun. It made me become a better athlete. I'm 200 meters, long jump, high jump. Competed really well in high jump. Yeah. So yeah, I did also some volleyball with my old school Franco Cité. What else did I do? I did some soccer for when I was really small, so yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. You talked earlier about the bursary you got, and that being one of the reasons why you went to Ashbury. What were some of the other reasons you decided to pick that school?
It was when I checked, my coach Ian McKinnon gave me a booklet about the school, and I kept on reading about it, and it was a really good school. It was a lot of colleges. We're looking at Ashbury College. It's a really high-ranked school, and not also like sport-wise, but education-wise, it's really high. So I said I have nothing to lose and so much to gain.
So what do you think separates Ashbury, from other bigger schools like Nepean and Glebe? What are some of the things that really make it unique?
I think because Ashbury's a small school, right? So I think we're really close to one each other. So that's what separates Ashbury from.
Your practices, you seem to practice a lot. Tell the viewers a little bit more about how tough it is.
Practicing maybe every weekday after school when you have like a lot of homework, or sometimes even in the weekend. It could get tiring, but it's rewarding too when you win games, when you compete, and when you play good. So I like practicing, so it's fun.
You're still in grade 11 now, so it's a bit looking down the road if you're going to talk about universities.
Yeah.
But what are you thinking about that? Are you thinking about that?
I'm trying to. Actually, a lot of people are talking to me about it, and I'm a person that haven't really thought about it, but I'm keeping my options open for Canadian universities.
You're eighth ranked forward in the province. Does that weigh into your mind when you go into games? Are you thinking about how highly you?
I actually didn't know that before you told me, so but that's good to know, because like I said, when I started playing basketball, I was in the best player in the gym, or I was in maybe the top, not in the top 5. So but now it shows me if I work hard, it actually gets me somewhere, and it tells me not to stop too. So.
Yeah. When I think about sports, and you've been playing sports for forever, there's a lot of things you can take away from that. What are some things that you personally have gained from playing sports for such a long time?
Oh, character, because a lot of games get tight, and sometimes you just want to fold up or give up, and sometimes that happens in school too. You get an overload of homework or too many tests in the same week, and just want to stop. But it shows you that if actually you work hard, then it pays off.
Yeah. Final question. What are your goals for this year? How far do you think the Ashbury basketball team can go?
I think I want to win single A also. Yeah. We actually signed up for double A also, but something happened and we ended up in single A. But if we could win double A also, and I think we can, that would be the ultimate goal for us.
Best of luck to you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot for coming today.
Thank you.
That was Jean Pierre-Charles from the Ashbury basketball team. We'll be right back.
Do you know any outstanding high school athletes? If the answer is yes, then tell us about them. Each week on High School Sports Zone, we profile student athletes from across the city, and we want you to let us know who should be on the show. Go to our website, RogersTV.com, and nominate your favorite male or female athletes for a chance to see them on the zone.